Good evening, all. Welcome to the first session of a group presentation, and we all are excited about it. Not only the group who is presenting, but all other people are also excited. Faculty are also excited, and let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes more, so we can have a more and more faculty. So, meanwhile, let me explain what we have decided in the last session because few have missed this session. So as per the timetable shared in both the group, we have now merged different groups of different system. For example, today we have a reproductive system. So whatever groups are preparing SLOs of reproductive system has to look at the presentation of both the group and they can merge into one group. So just rename one group to your system and all others should join that group. And faculty will also support because faculty will be there in both the group. And whatever we are presenting today is just a baseline. All group can innovate, can change the things, but whatever content we want for all of us. See, this is the heart of our CBME physiology course, and this is what we are going to give it to as a legacy to each and every individual physiologist of India. So all are working naturally hard, but we will work to our best maximum effort so we can give best to the India. So today we have a presentation of reproductive system. It is a team 18 and 19. So we are starting with the presentation now as it's 8 and 5. So basically initially few minutes will be in the form of introduction to the group. So we will also know that who is from and who are they, who are the people behind all this hard work. And then we will have a presentation of SLOs along with the format which we have already shared in the group. So every time on Wednesday morning, the group who is presenting will share the PDF so all can go through it because it is not possible to go through it within 1 hour. And as we have a large cohort, I am not going to unmute any of the attendee. So please put your modifications, suggestions, corrections in a WhatsApp group. Okay, I will unmute those who are presenting as well as the faculty. And one thing, we all are adult learner, we all are mature, but we all are physiological. And that's why I will again like to emphasize on a fact that whatever discussion happens here, whatever suggestion, modification, correction has been suggested by any of the member, we will keep it up to physiology and we will not take with us. Okay, so please take it all positively because we all are physiology having a psychology of human being, and that's why it may happen. That's why I am again telling that we all are an adult, we all are mature, and whatever discussion happens is for the betterment of physiology fraternity. So over to Veena madam for starting the session. Madam, you can now start your session.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Chinmay, sir, and the organizers for giving us this opportunity to work together in strengthening our physiology department. Okay, I start off with introducing our team members and the scientist which was allotted to us. Both Team 18 and Team 19 scientists together had won the Nobel Prize in Physiology. And we will begin with, yes, our scientist was Roger Gilman for Team 18, who won the Nobel Prize in 1977 for his work on the peptide hormones. He shared it with Andrew Shelley, who incidentally is the scientist for our Team 19. So to begin with our group introduction, we had our facilitator as Dr. Chinmay, Associate Professor and Head, Government Medical College, Bhavnagar. And our other group members are, next, can you change the slide,
yes,
Charu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, our team members, I go in an alphabetical order. We have Dr. Anita Mohan, Associate Professor, Institute of Physiology, Madurai Medical College, and then Dr. Ankit Gupta, Senior Resident, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Raipur, and Dr. Asmita Patke, Professor, Bharati Vidyapith Medical College, Pune, and then Dr. Jaya Jainsi, Professor and Head, Kanyakumari Government Medical College, and we have Dr. Sudhir, Professor and Head, Adi Chanchandgiri Institute of Medical Sciences, Mandya. Dr. Suranjana Sur Mukherjee, Associate Professor, Bankura Sammilani Medical College, West Bengal. And then we have Dr. Tanuj Mathur, Junior Resident, King George Medical University, Lucknow. And next we have as our member Dr. Swati Tikare, Professor, Alamin Medical College, Vijaypur, and myself, Dr. Veena Umesh, Professor at Kempegowda Institute of Medical Sciences. And last but not the least, our group member is Dr. Vijaya Vagish, Associate Professor, JSS Medical College. So we all work together as Team 18 in developing competencies for reproductive physiology. Our second group is Team 19. The scientist was Andrew Shalley. And as I told you, he was an American endocrinologist whose main research was on brain's control over body chemistry, birth control methods, and the neurohormone, growth hormone releasing hormone. So he, in addition to the Nobel Prize, he has received other awards, Albert Lasker Award, Golden Plate Award of American Academy. A brief intro of the group members of Team 19. We have our facilitators, Dr. Chinmay Shah, Associate Professor and Head of the Department, Government Medical College, Bhavnagar, and Dr. Hasmukh Shah, a facilitator from Pramukh Swami Medical College, Karamsad, who is a professor and head in his college. The other members are Dr. Dhanasri Naidu, Professor, MRIMS, Hyderabad, Telangana. We also have with us as group member Dr. Neha Kulkarni, Associate Professor, JNM Medical College, Belgaum, and Dr. Purnima MB, Professor and Head, Varun Arjun Medical College, UP. And then Dr. Geeta S, Associate Professor, Sri Devarajas Medical College, Kolar, Karnataka. And Dr. Pansy Lal, Associate Professor, IQ City Medical College, Durgapur, West Bengal. And then Dr. Priyadarshini Samanta, Associate Professor, Kalinga Institute of Medical Sciences, Odisha. And we have Dr. K. Muthu Selvi, Associate Professor, Institute of Physiology, Madurai Medical College, Tamil Nadu. And Dr. Indira Anil Kurane, Associate Professor, D.Y. Patil Medical College, Kolhapur. And Dr. Milind Abhimanyu, Assistant Professor, Ashwini Rural Medical College, Maharashtra. And we also have Dr. Charu Sheila Atul Rukadikar, Assistant Professor, Zydus Medical College and Hospital, Gujarat, who is our presenter for the competencies. Yeah, so that was a group introduction. I hand over now to Dr. Charu Sheila for presenting the competencies. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Dr. Chinmay sir, for giving us an opportunity to first present this competencies of the reproductive physiology. So in this reproductive physiology, we have decided the teaching hours, didactic lecture hours 12, small group teaching 4 hours, self-directed learning 2 hours. The no certification and no logbook entry is required for the reproductive physiology. So this is our first competency 9.1, which is about the describe and discuss sex determination, sex differentiation, their abnormalities, and psychiatric implication of this sex determination. So these are our SLOs: domain, level, core, teaching learning method, hours, assessment method, integration, resource material, and how we plan to do it. If there are any suggestions, kindly WhatsApp on our WhatsApp CBME group as per the Chinmay sir suggestion.
Dr. Charu, you can just
Yes, sir.
read out all the competencies. No need to read out all the table, but at least you
Yes, sir.
can just read out the SLOs.
Okay, sir. So first SLO 9.1.1, that is define genotype of male and female, haploid, diploid number, genital ridges, and bipotential gonads. Second is differentiate between the sex determination and differentiation. Enumerate the sequential steps of the testicular differentiation in embryo. Fourth one is describe the process of ovarian differentiation in embryo. Fifth one is differentiate between the gonadogenesis and genital sex differentiation. Now next SLO is describe the genetic and hormonal basis of sex differentiation. Seventh is list and explain the most common abnormalities of sex differentiation. Next one is explain the role of chromosomes in fetal sex determination. Ninth one is list and explain the common tests done for the sex determination. 10th one is mention the utility of postnatal sex determination for medico-legal purposes. And last one is discuss the psychiatric and practical implications of prenatal sex determination in the society. So in this, the SGT which we have planned to do, we can do the case history discussion for this. So this is regarding 9.1. Moving towards the 9.2. Describe and discuss the puberty. In that, onset, progression, stages, early, delayed puberty, and outline the adolescent clinical and psychological association. So 9.2.1 SLO is define puberty and adolescence. Then describe mechanism involved in a onset of puberty. Then enumerate and describe the Tanner staging in boys and girls. Then list the secondary sexual characteristic in males and females. The 9.2.5 is the differentiate between the true and pseudo precocious puberty. Here also SGT is planned in which the case studies discussion can be done. Now the next SLO of the same competency is describe the causes for the early and delayed onset of the puberty. And last one is propose a checklist of questions to assess the psychological mindset of an adolescent. Coming towards the 9.3, specifically for the male reproductive system, function of the testes, control of the spermatogenesis, and factors modifying it, and outline the association with psychiatric illness. So first SLO is describe the functional anatomy of male reproductive system, then function of testes, prostate gland, seminal vesicles, then explain the function of Sertoli cells, then with the help of diagram, list the stages of spermatogenesis, describe the factors that controls and affects the spermatogenesis, and describe the biological actions of testosterone. This all will be covered in the lectures. Now next SLO for same competency 9.3, describe the action of testosterone with reference to mood, cognition, and behavior. Describe the hypothalamo-pituitary gonadal axis in the male. Then next one is describe the endocrinal function of testes. Then explain the cryptorchitism and hypogonadism in male. And last one is outline the association of testosterone with psychiatric illness. Moving towards the 9.4, the competency is describe the female reproductive system, and subparts are function of ovary and its control, menstrual cycle, hormonal, uterine, and ovarian changes. So first SLO, describe the organization of female reproductive system and functional anatomy of uterus and ovary. Second SLO, define menarche and menopause. Third SLO, name the different phases of changes seen in the ovary and uterus in menstrual cycle. Next one is list the functions of ovary and describe the ovarian changes during menstrual cycle. Describe uterine changes during menstrual cycle. Now next SLO is describe discuss the role of hypothalamo pituitary ovarian axis in the regulation of menstrual cycle. Now next SLO, explain the importance of the ovulation and interpret the results of ovulation test with their physiological basis. Next one is differentiate between the amenorrhea and anovulation, listing the few causes of both conditions. So this is a 9.4 competency. Then 9.5, describe and discuss the physiological effects of sex hormones. So first will be the enumerate and describe the details physiological effect of estrogen on female reproductive organs at puberty. Then second one, discuss the role of estrogen and progesterone on development of breast in females. The next one is list and describe in detail the effects of progesterone at the puberty. The next one is discuss the role of estrogen and progesterone during pregnancy. Then describe the effects of androgen in males during fetal life, at birth and at puberty. The next competency 9.6 related with the contraceptive. So competency is enumerate the contraceptive methods for male and females and discuss the advantages and disadvantages. So first SLO, define contraception and discuss the importance of in context with the population explosion. Second one is classify the contraceptive methods used for males and females. Third one is discuss the various temporary or spacing methods of contraception in females, including their mechanism of action, advantages and disadvantages in detail. Next one is describe the permanent methods of contraception in females and discuss their indication, merits and demerits. The next one is describe the temporary and permanent methods of contraception used in males and focus on the mechanism of action, advantages and disadvantages. Then last one is mention the effectiveness of each category of contraception as per the WHO notification 2007 and the failure rate of each contraceptive method. Coming towards the 9.7, that is the yes sir.
Just I would like to inform all the participants that if you see in the case of integration, it is written on the top of the table. So in case if anybody wants to see, you can just look at the top of table and you will find the integration. Please, Dr. Charu, please continue.
Yes. So 9.7 competency, describe and discuss the effects of the removal of gonads on the physiological function. So there are the only two competencies, that is the describe descent of testes and second one is define castration or gonadectomy and describe the effects at different stages of life. So this will be integrated vertical integration with gynecology. So at the top we have mentioned it. Coming towards the next, that is the 9.8, that is the describe and discuss the physiology of pregnancy, parturition and lactation and outline the psychology and psychiatric disorder which are associated with it. So again, there are the 7 SLOs. Describe physiology of coitus. Second one is describe the process of fertilization and implantation. Then discuss physiology of pregnancy. Discuss physiological changes in organ system during pregnancy. Describe fetoplacental unit. Describe development of mammary gland and enumerate and discuss the action of placental hormones. Coming towards the 9.9 competency, describe and discuss physiology of 9.8, that is the again continued, that is next SLO is define parturition, describe the steps during parturition. For this purpose we can use the video animations also. Then discuss the regulation of parturition, discuss the sucking reflex, and enlist the different psychology and psychiatric disorders during and after pregnancy. So this can be done with the psychiatry department, vertical integration, and a case discussion can be planned. Coming towards the 9.9, competency is interpret the normal semen analysis report, including sperm count, sperm morphology, sperm motility as per the WHO guidelines, and discuss the result. So first SLO is explain patient about the precautions to be taken before submitting a semen sample. Second is state the normal sperm count, define oligospermia, azoospermia, aspermia. Third one is describe normal range of all parameters assessed in sperm analysis as per the WHO guidelines. And what will be the, or state the low reference limit for the total sperm motility and morphology as per the WHO guidelines. Then coming towards the 9.10 competency, that is discuss the physiological basis of various pregnancy tests. So first SLO is list various pregnancy tests. Second will be explain basis of pregnancy test with criteria to interpret. And third one is discuss about the specificity of gravidatic index and their applications in obstetric practice. Coming towards the 9.11 competency, discuss the hormonal changes and their effects during the perimenopause and menopause. So first one will be the define perimenopause and menopause. Second is enlist hormonal changes during perimenopause and menopause. Third will be describe the effects of hormonal variation on different systems. And last one will be the discuss the benefits and side effects of hormone replacement therapy. And the last competency of reproductive physiology is discuss the common causes of infertility in a couple and a role of IVF in managing a case of infertility. So first is define infertility, sterility, impotence. Second is list the causes of infertility in males and females. Third one is enlist different techniques of assisted reproductive technology. And fourth one is describe in vitro fertilization to a patient. So these are the 4 SLOs of the last competencies. So we have covered all the competencies and all the SLOs and all the tables. So thank you from the team 18 and team 19 on the behalf of team 18 and 19. I'm just sharing a thought, that is जब हम मिल गए हैं CBME के बहाने, चलो कुछ पल बन गए हैं SLO के तराने, शुरू करेंगे जब नई बैच को पढ़ाने, याद आएंगे ये सारे जमाने. So thank you Chinmay sir for giving this opportunity on behalf of team 18 and 19. I'm thankful to our facilitators.
Thank you, Dr. Chanu. So first of all, let's we all virtually congratulate the team 18 and 19.
Yes, yes. We are clapping from here. We are clapping.
Yeah, okay. Great. So thank you group 18 and 19 for a task and being a first.
Yes, thank you sir.
बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम आने वाले हैं, बहुत सारे, और I will also thank today all the people, all the participants, because all have started writing in the group, and I appreciate, because whatever we are going to take here outside this group, outside this course, will not be of an individual team or an individual person. It will be from CBME physiology group, not be a single person from the team. And so whatever feedback has been given, I'm not going to discuss each and every feedback, okay? But so that whatever feedback has been written in both the group, the team 18 and 19 will again discuss tomorrow or day after tomorrow as per the convenience, and they will try to discuss and then incorporate all the changes, whatever is feasible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then they will put the PPT final as well as Excel sheet format. It will be available after 9 p.m. today on our both the Google Classroom. Okay, so in that also we will see. I would like to touch upon only two or three major questions which are there in the group. One was that if we have mentioned tier method, is it required to mention regarding what we are going to do? See, as I said, that whatever explicit we can convey to the people, we are trying to do it, and that's the maximum possible things you can share. In fact, if you want to share whole your case, or you can share that case also. If you want to share the MCQ, case-based MCQ, you can share that also. So whatever extent you want to share, you can share with the group. So you will get maximum feedback, and we can take it to each and every people. Okay, and there are two, three common suggestions regarding dual use of verbs and all that. So both groups will sit together and will finalize. Now, the forum is open for teachers to comment. Any of the facilitator want to comment?
Yeah, Chinmay, can I say something?
Please, please.
Uh, First of all, I would like to congratulate both team 18 and 19. They have done a wonderful job. So, and it is not an easy job to put it on number one, because rest of the teams will get now some idea to revise, to revisit their SLOs again and to modify them. Okay, so it is always a courageous job to present anything in the group at number one position. So congratulations, and you have done very well. Okay, now two or
Thank
three
you, ma'am.
just suggestions from my side, which these are not for you, these are for all. Okay, whenever the next teams they will come for presentation, I want you to just remember two or three things. First thing is, we are preparing specific learning objectives. Always remember that these are the objectives for our 1 hour class. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. These are the objectives for my one lecture of 45 minutes, or for say for 60 minutes. SLO making is not just fragmenting the competency into multiple parts. Okay, what we are preparing is we are preparing objectives for our 1 hour class. Okay, so that is one thing which I want you know it just for your this thing. Okay, second thing is, when you are preparing SLOs, don't club two verbs together. Okay, like list and explain. List and explain cannot go together. These are two separate SLOs. Okay, you want them to list something and then you want them to explain something. So these will be two different SLOs, right? And third thing is, when you are saying list, when you are saying enumerate, okay, when this type of verbs we use, generally we want that some number will come after this. He lists say 5 types of whatever you are asking. Enumerate 4 causes of this thing, like that, okay? And if you remember, when we took our session on SLO, we have discussed that time that each SLO should fit into a category of a smart स्मार्ट नाउन या वर्ब जो भी हमने बोला था उसको. ओके, इट शुड हैव स्मार्ट. एस मतलब एस फॉर स्पेसिफिक, एम इज इट शुड बी अ मेजरेबल वन, ए इज अटेनेबल, आर इज इट शुड बी अ रिलेवेंट एसएलओ, and T it should be time bound. All other criterias they are fitting into your SLOs. Only thing is, जहां तक हो सकते हैं, try to make them measurable. और measurable हम वहीं पे कर सकते हैं when we are using word enumerate or list, or you have many times I have seen कि differentiate between this and this. Okay, so you can make it कि write down 4 differences between whatever 2 areas that you are asking. Okay, then as I said, you have combined many SLOs, like differentiate and list and describe. Write down the physiological actions of estrogen and progesterone. These two are different SLOs. So just make 2 sentences, that's it. Okay, because SLO is always it asks for a single action. Okay, and list and no 2 verbs will go together, that is for sure. Right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Chinmay, these were few suggestions from my side. Chinmay, you want to say something on this?
Thank you very much, ma'am. And you have rightly said. And just to clarify on again one suggestion made by you, ma'am, that you also have to keep in mind that you are writing essay law and not framing the question.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, so as Madam has already said, this applies to each and every group. Okay. So any other faculty wants to convey any message? We have a many faculty on board. So any of the faculty want to share? Um, in fact, as it came out during discussion only, that you can also mention other books also, like a book for integration, book for PBL, CBL, whatever you want to give, you can give, because it is going to do overall India. And there are some discussion in the group regarding content and the level of the things to be covered at first year level. So both groups will sit together and discuss, and we again finalize and we share. And I must appreciate the participation from all the participants, because without you, the correction change is not possible. And so is my sincere request that each and every person should participate in all these sessions. We have Dr. Neeraj with us. Dr. Neeraj, you are unmuted. You have to unmute yourself. Dr. Neeraj, please unmute yourself. I think that is also.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Hasmukh.
Okay.
Now I give mic to Dr. Neeraj Mahajan, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I would like to appreciate the group, the way they have made the objectives. It is a very meticulous work. So I have all the appreciation for that. One thing I will second the madam's opinion that till we will not put the criteria, possibly we are again making the headings. For example, differentiation, or for example, in one objective, there was a word few. So we should have number. Yeah, ultimately there are some teacher are telling 10, some teacher are telling 5, some teacher are telling other, some books are mentioning 20. So how many the student should prepare? We have to, I mean, we should come out from the hesitation of using number. Then and then possibly the course in the country can be sort of equal. Maybe 10 function of testosterone, 5 function of estrogen, something like that. So that I strongly suggest to use the criteria. Then eventually we may disagree, but ultimately we will reach to some conclusion that this should be the criteria. This is my one strong suggestion.
Hello, Chinmay.
Yes. Yeah, please.
I'm Dr. Hasmukh Shah. So first of all, I want to congratulate all the presenter. So first of all the slides were well with great effort, and we want uniformity at the end of this workshop. So that's we give something new to all our students and mainly to the community. So that's why here we make the SLO in such a way that all over the India we make the uniformity, and that's why we avoid few type of jargons and we move forward with the same learning objectives, and maybe it is measurable. Okay, thank you, Chinmay.
Thank you, Dr. Hasmukh and Dr. Neeraj. Anybody else want to add anything?
Good evening, sir. This is Matangi.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Yeah, it's very well made, well presented also. I'm just finding like they've taken care of putting even the edition of each of the public books that they have taken. I just have one thing. At some places, when I see the SLOs and the method of teaching, will the time be sufficient, or does it need a little more? Because we have now gone in so much into online mode of teaching. Could some topics be taken as a blended mode?
Yes.
Just a thought on that, so that the topic can be covered. Like if it's going to be on blended mode, it could be mentioned. It is a thought. Can it be done like that? Because topics are so much and they put half an hour. That would be only possible if it is a blended mode. This was just my suggestion, but it's a fantastic work done by the teams.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Anybody else?
Sir, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
So on the behalf of team 18 and 19, I'm thankful to all the faculty members for their valuable suggestions, and we will definitely look into it. And regarding the on the WhatsApp group, there are many suggestions have been there in the chat box. So we all will go through it, both the groups, and then again we will revise our document to make it best or make it more perfect, and then we'll again share it in the Google Classroom. But thank you all for their valuable suggestions.
Thank you, Dr. Charu. We are waiting for 1 or 2 minutes more, so that if anything more suggestions will come, because suggestions are coming. And Dr. Charu, I will again request that after the session is over, please put
Yes.
this presentation again. Please put
Yes,
this
sir. Yes, sir.
without revising.
Okay, sir.
So till
Okay,
tomorrow
sir.
morning, if anybody again wants to go through this presentation and want to suggest, they can suggest.
Okay, sir.
And I request all the group to follow this tradition. And I think a wonderful discussion and presentation by each one of us. And if there is no more suggestions from the faculty, we can conclude the session and continue discussing in the WhatsApp group.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
First of all, if you see now reproductive system is having quite number of competencies, but that I think is a welcome change, because this system should be important. And second, just I want to know who has written these last 4 lines. These are very nice and fascinating. So I congratulate whoever has written. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I am ending the session with thanking all the facilitator, thanking team, all the teams, and congratulating again on behalf of everybody to team 18 and 19, and requesting faculty to join the same link after 5 minutes. Okay, so Dr. Charu, you will again post the PDF just now, and
Yes, sir.
again I request all the participants to share anything you want to do or suggest anything in WhatsApp group, so it can be taken care of. So thank you all. Ending the session, and as usual, we will upload the recordings. Thank you all.